The West Stair, the Treasury Building's most impressive staircase. We'll hear from Richard Coate, the Treasury Curator, and we'll see firsthand how the balusters were made. Welcome to the West Stair Project.
I'm Richard Coate, Treasury Curator. I am in charge of the restoration and preservation of the Treasury Building, a National Historic Landmark. The West Stair is important to Treasury because, like the cash room, the room I'm currently in, it was designed in 1869 by Alfred Mullett. Mullett intended the West Stair to be a significant part of the architecture of the Treasury Building. The West Stair for him was as important as this space, the cash room.
Molds of the original balusters were made from 3D laser scans. Thanks to this technology, none of the original balusters had to be removed. Once the mold has been created, a negative of the balusters is made. This negative will have cast iron poured into it, creating the new pieces. To make this negative, heated sand resin is mixed together. A machine prepares the sand mixture for use in the mold. It also recycles the sand mixture once the piece is cast. Additional mold work is done to create ventilation and pouring holes. At 2100 degrees Fahrenheit, the cast iron is definitely no joke. It takes much care and years of experience to handle such a dangerous material safely. An overhead crane is used to move the cast iron from the furnace to where it will be poured. Insulation is kept on top of the container to maintain the temperature of the metal as it's moved. Cast iron is poured into the mold. As the mold fills, the air in the mold is displaced by iron, causing excess metal to fly out. One by one, the balusters are made using this technique. The new baluster is removed from the sand once the iron has been solidified. The sand will then be reused again for additional molds. Once the sand is removed, the baluster is checked for any imperfections. And, just like that, a new baluster is made. It is now ready to be cleaned, primed, and painted. To retain the hollow construction of the original balusters, a sand core is created. This leaves a hollow center in the larger balusters. To replicate the original sections of granite, a 3D model is again used. All of the granite pieces for each floor were cut from a single block of granite. For many of the complex shapes required to duplicate the decorative granite, the original stair, the final finishing work had to be done by hand. For large, flat sections, a machine is used to achieve the desired finish. As with most stone cutting processes, the majority of the cutting was done under a constant stream of water. The water is then removed using compressed air, which will preserve the appearance of the granite. Once the finished pieces pass inspection, they are ready to be shipped. Support plates are installed and each piece of granite is fine-tuned to ensure the proper fit. With the granite balusters installed, the seams between the old and the new stone must be filled, and holes must be patched. The granite is then sanded and polished. After the granite, balusters, and handrail support channel is in place, the mahogany handrail is assembled on site. The handrail is carefully installed, and the job is done.